A stock scanner, a screener for stocks. What exactly does this even mean? I'm Clay, let me explain. I remember when I first got involved in the markets and trading and investing, I'm like, screener, a scanner. I mean, I don't know if it, like scanner, I thought when you go to the grocery store, you scan something and you ding. That's what I thought of a scanner. Maybe I'm an idiot, but that's what I thought, and that's my honest confession here. But in the world of the markets, what exactly is a screener or a scanner? First off, screeners, scanners, they're one and the same. They are the exact same thing, so don't get too hung up on that. They are, like I said, literally the same thing. So what exactly are they though? How do they play a role in really just being more efficient, making the best use of your time? Because that's what they are. They are a tool to make sure that you're not wasting time and wasting, just wasting and putting efforts towards things that really should be a whole lot easier. So in the way the market works, and mainly just for stocks, there can be screeners for other things. But as far as the stock market is concerned, you have a trader or investor, and they want to what? They want to make money, right? I don't think that's anything revolutionary there. They want to make money, and they want to make money from stocks. But there's no guarantee that they're going to make money from stocks. They need to do what? They need to, as far as stocks are concerned, they need to be right. Meaning if you put a bunch of money into bad stocks and stocks that just aren't good decisions, you're not going to be making any money. You will lose money. So you need to be right in the sense of, let's make some good decisions. So where do these good decisions actually come from? And this is where things can get very, very tricky, because when it comes to the world of stocks here, I don't know, let's see how good the camera guy Nate is. Nate, can you look and see how many stocks are publicly available? So how many stocks are publicly available? Right now, I'm just going to put, there are lots of them. I want to say over 4,000, but I don't know if that number is right or not. But the camera guy is Googling on his phone right now. But there are lots of stocks. And remember, you need to be right. So you need to be able to find stocks that you believe make sense and that you believe are going to make you, right. That's going to make it a 40,000. No, there's no way that's right. Well, there's no.
What exchange do you want?
All stocks. I think it's like 4,000. It's definitely not 40,000 though. That would be insanity.
There are 8,696 in the U.S.
From what's your source there?
Answers.com.
Oh, that's the worst. That's all right. It's a work in progress. I don't think it's 8,000 either. But so point being, there are lots. All right, and you want to make sure that you're narrowing that down to make right choices, and that's where this scanner is going to come into play, because it's going to allow you to look for certain stocks. Now, what types of certain stocks? That's where part of the scanner comes into play, and maybe you've heard of this, the settings. And this is actually the golden goose right here. The settings are what's going to help dictate what sort of stocks are going to give you. I mean, a scanner in and of itself is good. It's a step in the right direction. But if you don't know what sort of settings to actually be using for that scanner to bring you to those sorts of stocks where you are right, well then it's kind of like just a very quick way to make you lose your money that much quicker. Because if you're using a scanner and you have a bunch of bad settings, or you have a bunch of settings that don't really make sense, or settings that are leading you down pathways you don't really want to go, well then all the scanner is going to do, like I said, is literally increase the momentum at the rate at which you lose money. But if you can get these settings right, then you are also going to be making lots of right decisions in terms of the stocks that you get. So a scanner, a screener, that's really only the surface deep. The next layer down is those settings. But as far as settings, all that means is, what exactly are you telling the scanner to do? It's pretty much the roadmap for how the scanner is behaving. And it's basically a GPS. A GPS is great if you put in the right address. If you put in the wrong address, the GPS, the scanner's still going to work. It's just not going to get you to where you want to go, right? But you got to put in the right address. You got to put in the right setting, and that's how it is for stocks. Well, what is the right settings, Clay? Great question, and it just depends on what you're trying to do. As a quick, broad example, a trader scanner settings are going to be much different than somebody that's looking to just invest. So an investor's scanner settings, this is just, you couldn't get any two different between these two right there. So there is not necessarily there is right and wrong settings, but as far as is there some sort of universal settings that you use for every scanner? No, there's not, because it's all always going to be a case-by-case basis. But the point is, you got to be very careful when it comes to the settings, because going back to that GPS example, yeah, the GPS is a great tool, a scanner is a great tool, but if you're entering in wrong information, or if you're entering in wrong data or not understanding how to use the tool properly, then that tool is going to be very limiting and in fact actually do more harm than good. But circling back to more so the broader sense, a scanner is just a way to pick out certain stocks out of the many, many stocks that are available out there. We'll go with the 4,000. I think there's 4,000 of them. But
3,100 according to NASDAQ.com.
How many?
3,100.
So that's probably on the NASDAQ.
No, on the NYSE.
Okay, so right around 3,000 to 4,000 out there. That's a lot of stock. So could you imagine if you had to go through each and every one of those one by one by one? That would take forever. So that's what I mean by it's allowing for time efficiency and for you to not waste your time, because you can just put in those certain settings and then it's going to spit out at you. It's going to give you those certain stocks that meet that criteria. So that's what a scanner is. Make sure you keep in mind those settings. And remember, screener is the same as a scanner. If you have any other questions or anything like that, please let me know down below. If you enjoyed this video, definitely hit that like button, and I'll keep making these basic videos, because I know a lot of people are new. And like I said, I literally thought a scanner was a ding type thing. So no harm, no foul, no shame in being brand new and needing this stuff explained. But if you have any other ideas, like I said, leave those below, hit that like button, and I'll see you back for the next Clay Explains video next week. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.